Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Formula 1 2022 mini-series, and also let's discuss some Formula 1. We're going to Miami now, and after the first episode, I came to thinking I should really go look up why Schumacher isn't in
Welcome to the Magic City. We're here at the Miami International
the next grade, and basically what I found is he just costs the team too much money, which is kind of sad. Anyways, welcome to Miami. It's another US GP, and also talking about Miami and US, next year we'll actually get the Las Vegas race, which is all super excited. Kind of sucks. It's something that what's his name, Ricardo was actually looking forward to for quite a while, and it's kind of sad that he won't be able to drive there this year. Well, hold on. The previous race, did I take Imola? I can't remember. Okay, anyways, doesn't matter. So, yeah. So, for those who haven't watched the first episode, this series is all about starting at a random qualifying location and see if we can win the race or the championship, basically. It's about 8 races long, so 8 episodes in total. Nothing serious happens here. I will talk about Formula 1 2023, IRL Formula 1, not the game, because, obviously this will be the last Formula 1 game that I will ever buy. I will not support EA or Codemasters any further. I've purchased every Formula 1 game for the longest time. Especially started on PS2. I had the first Formula 1 game I had was on PC. It was Formula 1 2000. Really old. But I've been a Formula 1 fan my entire life. But yeah, so 2022 will fortunately be the very last one that I purchased. We're starting 8th this time. So yeah, and we're just here to talk about Formula 1, what my predictions are. So yeah. In the last episode we talked about a bit about Gasly and the idiots that is I'm sorry, I don't want to cheat. I just had nowhere to go. And the idiot that is Ocon. So in my prediction, I am saying that if we talk about Alpine, I think they're going to do really good this year. I think they're going to have a very good car. I just ate a bunch of air. I don't know why that happened. I was just literally on the throttle normally. But I'm putting them in 4th this year. They're gonna get 4th. I think that it's gonna be first. It's gonna be. I honestly feel that first in the constructors, obviously, that's gonna be Mercedes, then Red Bull, then Ferrari, and then Alpine. I think that with Piastri coming into McLaren, that they won't have much of a constructors challenge, because I don't think that he's that good of a driver. I think that obviously the honey badger, Ricardo, if he's comfortable with the car, is still a much better driver than Norris and obviously Piastri. So yeah, that's just that. That's my opinion. But, oh yeah, damn it. But yeah, so I do think that Mercedes will win the Constructors this year. And I hope that if I have to give an opinion, I hope it's Lewis that wins it. I don't like Lewis all that much, if that is kind of obvious. He thinks he's very good. I think he's a very established driver, but I wouldn't even put him in the top 10 of drivers. He has had a very demanding car, or challenging car that has been able to challenge the title each year. I messed up. But I don't think he's that good of a driver. I think if Verstappen is better, I would say Leclerc is better. So just to give a very good example, in 2007, I think I spoke about this as well. In 2007, McLaren back then had a very, very good car. They had the best car on the track. Better than Ferrari, better than Red Bull, better than Mercedes. There was no other car on the track that was as good as theirs. And Raikkonen still managed to clinch the title. Albeit they had a very bad strategy in China, where there we go again. I don't know why that keeps happening.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
They had a blunder of a strategy in China, and Lewis Hamilton went into the gravel trap on the pit entrance. Very noobish of him to do that. But he still lost the title to a Ferrari that was inferior to the McLaren. Sorry, I'm just really trying to concentrate and not throw this car around again. And just to reiterate, like 2008 car was even worse than Jesus, my dude. Wrecking balls in this game is retarded, honestly. The AI is still as shit as it was when I initially downloaded the game the first time and played it. Okay, so yeah, getting back to where it was. So, Mercedes won, Ferrari second, or Red Bull second, doesn't matter. And then Alpine fourth, McLaren fifth. Haas is going to be dead last. I think Williams is going to be ninth. Romeo is going to be seventh. Toro Rosso, or AlphaTauri is going to be ninth or eighth. Sorry, yeah, eighth. And then there's these, I think, yeah. Then Aston Martin in sixth, and fifth, obviously McLaren. Oh god, look at them. Just absolute straight rocket speed. I can't do anything. He's just gonna overpass me. Ah! Overtake me. Sorry, not overpass me. What am I saying? English, bruh. English. But then again, if I have to then just go a bit deeper on my predictions, I'll try to hit a wall there. I think it's gonna be Lewis Hamilton first, in Mercedes, and obviously Russell. Ferrari in second place. I think it's going to be Sainz this year. I think he's going to really step up. I hope that he's going to really step up. Honestly, if Ferrari does challenge the title, I really want it to be Sainz. Like, really want it to be Sainz. Obviously, and Red Bull is going to be Verstappen, because, you know, Perez is, you know, for the car that he has, he should have easily been able to beat out Leclerc, but he didn't. Leclerc even had multiple DNFs, and I don't think Perez had any DNFs that year. So he should have been able to, you know, get to second without any, you know, issues or troubles, or, you know. But yeah, then obviously in third place it's going to be Red Bull, Verstappen 1, Perez second, of course. You know, and then in Alpine, which I really hope does really good. I didn't then, you know, utterly hope that Pierre Gasly just destroys Falcon. I mean, just literally trample on his image as a driver, you know, show everyone how bad he is. Because that person I don't have the tail light for. And they have a lot of beef against with each other as well. They have gone so as far as like literally removing each other from the same photo on Instagram, you know. It's kind of funny, but it's cool, you know. I get it. They're rivals. French people are notorious for being very rude, especially to like, you know, you go to France and then you know, like, hey my dude, how do I get here? He understands English, but he will ignore you anyway. Because, you know, it's just French people. Also, the French Prime Minister is like, at the G7 summit and all that, we want to start speaking French rather than English. Want to make come on, dude, get real. So yeah, and then obviously in fifth it's going to be McLaren, hopefully. It's going to be Norris, dead first. I don't think that. I'm just struggling right now. I don't think Piastri is gonna. I think his name's Piastri. I hope his name's Piastri. I don't think he's gonna score any higher than probably 6. He wouldn't score higher than 8. The highest position he will attain in this calendar year is gonna be 8. That's it. There's too much competition in the top 10 cars for him to come into Formula 1, being the rookie and then getting into decent. I do believe that Norris will win his first race this year, depending on how good their car is. So I do hope that happens. I forgot about Alfa Romeo, I think. So Alfa Romeo probably... No, I think I did say Alfa Romeo. They're probably going to end up 8th. Break! Damn it.
Are you alright?
I saw that coming from a mile away. I was solid on those brakes, man. So yeah, so again, 10th is going to be Haas, 100%. Then 9th, it's going to be AlphaTauri. 8th is going to be Williams. 7th is Romeo. Then Aston Martin, McLaren, Alpine, Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Bro, I will dance with you all day.
lap on the car behind by 0.5 of that.
I can't put in the power around these corners. The moment I just slightly put down the power at full throttle, it just spins out. And I don't know why it's doing that. I don't like this track very much, but I think it's a fun track to drive. So yeah. I think this year is going to be a very interesting Formula 1 year. I don't think that the gap between the mid-runners and the front runners are going to close down at all. I think the gaps can stay about the same. And then I think that the gap between the mid-runners and the back runners, the back markers, will even increase a bit further. I haven't talked about Aston Martin, but my prediction for Aston Martin, I don't think it's going to be the same with like everyone else in the world. I think Alonso is going to actually step on Lance Stroll's throat and just completely choke him the fuck out. And yeah. And I hope that happens because, you know, 2 years ago, I think it was mid-season 2021, Aston Martin or Racing Point was just made Aston Martin. And mid-season, Lawrence Stroll's like, yeah, no, you know, Lance Stroll's doing just as good as Vettel, you know, and he's still learning, he's still new to all of this. I know, you know, fucking Lance has been in Formula 1 for like 5+ years already. Sorry, but he's still new in this, you know. And he's just doing just as great as Sebastian. I was like, what? How delusional do you have to be to believe that? So yeah. Look, ha ha ha. It's the same. It's the same. What you call it? Words on the victory board than it's been since the start of this game. Okay, we did 6 today.
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it?
We did pretty good. So if we go to the standings, we're up there though. We're not winning. But with 6 races to go, I'm pretty sure that I can manage, right? Okay, well, as he just said, thanks to everyone that has watched and stick with me. I do applaud you for watching this short series that I'm doing, and yeah, it's kind of fun just talking about Formula 1 and just having a fun race at it. But until the next one, peace, bye bye.